Taking a good photo isn't as hard as you may think. You don't need the most expensive camera or years of experience, just 10 simple tips. Enjoy. Tip 1: Use all your available space. Don't be afraid to use all the space in your photo. If you want to take a picture of something, it's okay for it to take up the whole shot with no or very little background showing. Keep distractions out of your shot. Tip 2: Study forms. This is a vital aspect to photography. Understanding forms in your photos. Don't see an object, see its shape and its form and find the best angle to photograph it from. Form is all around us and I highly suggest you read as many books on it as possible. Tip 3: Motion in your photos. Never have motion in your photos if you are photographing a still object. If there is something moving while you are trying to photograph a stationary object, your photo won't turn out anywhere near as well. Also, never put a horizon line in the center of your frame. Tip 4: Learn to use contrasts between colors. Some of the best photos have shades of white, gray and black. You can take great shots with just one color on your subject, but the contrasts between colors in a shot is what makes you a great photographer. Tip 5: Get closer to your subject. This is one of the biggest mistakes most photographers make, not getting close enough to their subject. Get up and personal and close the distance gap. You can always reshape and resize a good shot, but you can't continue to blow up a distant object. Tip 6: Shutter lag. Shooting action shots with digital cameras can be tricky due to shutter lags. What this means is, when you press the button to take the photo, it can take up to a second for the shutter to take a photo. By that time what you were photographing would have moved or changed somehow. This means you have to compensate for shutter lag by predicting what your subject is going to do and taking the photo just before it takes the action you want. More expensive digital cameras don't have this problem. Tip 7: Pan. If you are taking an action shot and your shutter speed is slow, pan with the object. Follow through with the subject, from start to finish, and one of those shots will be a winner. You have more chance of getting a good shot if you take more than one photo. Tip 8: Continuous shots. To pan like I suggested above, you will need a camera that does continuous shots and doesn't need to stop and process after every shot. Tip 9: How to take fantastic nighttime shots. Nighttime shots can be spectacular, almost magical, if done right. If not, they can look horrible. Really horrible. Without adequate lighting, even good cameras can turn out crappy photos if the photographer doesn't know what he or she is doing. Tip 10: Study your manual. If your digital camera has a special nighttime mode, read the manual and follow their instructions on how to use it properly.